Raven was a sweet little kid, always playful and kind, but her father hated her, all because she had her mother's eyes. And so he ripped her eyes out when she turned 15. Her screams echoed off the stone castle walls as her father just walked out the room. She cried quietly that night, hugging her knees to her chest in the corner of her room. The warmth of her blood sliding down her cold face made her realize something. Her father didn't care about anyone or anything. He just wanted power and money. When she tilted her head up, she froze in shock and confusion.
I can see.
She said, looking around the room and rushing to her mirror.
But how? This doesn't make any sense.
She paused, remembering what her mother once told her as a child.
Just because someone loses their eyes doesn't mean they can't see. They can see everything even before it happens. Always remember that, my dear Raven.
Her mother's voice echoed in her mind. She sighed and sat down on her bed. She slowly drifted into a restless sleep, not caring that the blood dripped onto her pillows. Years passed by, and she was now an adult, wearing a black blindfold so people don't see the blood-stained holes where her eyes once were. She stayed calm and silent, secretly watching her father's kingdom fall into ashes. She knew his kingdom would fall and choose to be quiet, letting the revenge she's been planning all these years come into place. One dark, cold night, her father walked up to her while she stood at one of the castle windows, watching the stars shine beside the moon.
Raven, I need your help protecting the kingdom,
Her father said desperately.
And why would I help you, father?
She asked in a calm voice.
What do you mean, why? This is your future kingdom when I pass on, and you need to help protect it.
Her father said in an irritated tone. Raven took a deep breath and calmly turned to her father. He took a step back, feeling a bit uneasy on how calm she was.
Oh, dear father.
She said softly.
Have you forgotten?
Her father tilted his head to the side, confused by what she said.
Forgotten what exactly, Raven?
He asked in a cautious yet confused tone. Raven crossed her arms.
Have you forgotten that you ripped my eyes out?
She said in a slightly irritated voice, as her father froze, his face going pale as if he'd seen a ghost.
You ripped my eyes out just because they were like mother's.
She said, covering her face as if afraid blood would start dripping out the holes again.
And now you're paying the price for your actions. Your kingdom is failing.
Raven, I didn't mean to. I was afraid you'd ended up like her.
He said, his voice shaking.
My eyes doesn't make me end up like anyone.
She yelled angrily at him.
You just wanted power and money. You're nothing but a greedy king without a heart.
She yelled again, then her father slapped her across her face. She fell silent and raised her hand to her cheek, shaking as the skin turned red and stinged worse than a snake bite.
How dare you talk about me, your own father, that way?
He yelled at her.
Get out of my sight.
Raven stayed quiet and walked up the castle stairs to her room. She closed the door and grabbed a bag out of her closet. She sat down on the edge of her bed and packed a few things, her journal, her pin, a hair bound to tie her hair up with, and a necklace her mother gave to her on her 5th birthday.
If he wants me gone, so be it. I'll leave today,
she said as she tied her bag closed. She stood up, opened her door, and walked downstairs quietly. She walked past her father's room, the door wide open. She saw he was out cold in a deep sleep, half-drinking, wine bottle in hand. She walked down the hall to the front doors. She opened them and walked out, never looking back. She walked down the kingdom streets, the only light coming from the moon. The air was cold against her pale skin, but she didn't care. She walked towards the forest tree line, not knowing where she'll end up. But she knew she was free from her father's control and the kingdom's name. I hope you like this. Pictures made by ETMAI. Should I continue this?